So in today's video I'm going to be removing some weeds from the garden using a weed removal tool that I've had for a couple of years now. I've not applied any weed killer to the grass yet. I'm just going to start with using a manual weed removal tool. I've got all kinds of different things growing on the lawn at the moment. I've got a mushroom, I've got loads of different types of weed, which I'll show up on screen now. Just a variety of different things. I think now that the garden is, well, the lawn is about 12 months old, just over, all sorts of things are starting to grow within it. So this is the tool I'm going to be using to remove the weeds. So you can see it's got these long blades on the end. They're not very sharp or anything, but they just dig deep into the soil, and when you pull back it grips on the weed and pulls the entire root out the ground, leaving nothing behind most of the time. So all you've got to do is make sure that all the blades are separated before you put it into the ground, and once it's in there you press on the pedal, you lean back, closes the blades up, and it rips the entire root of the weed out. Granted, it brings up some of the soil too, so later on you will see me replacing some of the soil and adding a bit of grass seed over the top, but it does a really good job at removing most, if not all, of the weed completely. So another thing that's quite handy about this weed removal tool compared to some of the cheaper tools you can buy is it's actually got a mechanism where you can eject the weed without having to get your hands dirty pulling it off, chucking it in the bucket. And like I said before, it does often leave holes in the lawn, but I'll be coming back to this later to fill it in with a bit of soil and adding a bit of grass seed on top. Something I do want to tackle in an upcoming video is all this thatch that I've got at the moment. I've got these streaks of thatch going through the grass, so I think I might not go with the scarifier. I may just rake it by hand and see what luck I get, because there seems to be so much dead grass and other bits over the top of the soil. So as I mentioned earlier, the de-weeding tool just leaves holes in your lawn. So all I'm going to do now is just fill these holes with a bit of soil and seed it over the top, and add an extra bit of soil there to hopefully aid in the germination of some new seed. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful if you've got weeds in your garden too. And as ever, if you have any advice for me, put it in the comments below. I am by no means an expert at any of this, so any advice would be really, really useful. And thanks to everyone as well who's sent over lawnmower recommendations on my previous video. I am still looking. I'm currently off work this week, so fingers crossed I managed to get my hands on a lawnmower. But stay tuned, and thanks for watching.